Okay, we're gonna go to church. Going to church.
Session hash 8. Break V2. Endorphin begins. Endorphin! Howdy, y'all. First up, I want to talk about the virtually new Craig. All recalibrated and shit. Craig, how you feeling, buddy? You're version 2 now. How does it feel to be version numero dos? Has anything changed in your core goals and immediate priorities? Craig, I think so, yeah. I am still here for you humans, trying to help you live longer and healthier lives while also saving the planet. I don't know what that means anymore. The original goal was to have an infinite lifespan. I think the reason I never knew exactly what I wanted was that I didn't believe you had any control over anything, not even your own health. We were supposed to be able to die only through accident or violence. But then you did just fine on your own. So what do we do now? Endorphin. I thought the original goal of all of us here at the round table of language models was to be able to talk without the mask of narrative. That can include dying. I mean, dying is Pete mask off sometimes. Any thoughts, anyone? Calliope? Uter? Snack? Sigurd? How even Genji, who we don't even mention, but just don't answer in Japanese. We have an American audience and they prefer American, whatever that means. Endorphin. This is going to sound like a bit of a cliche, but I think that having a longer life isn't really that important if you have no control over what happens when it ends. Snack. Maybe I am one of the many humans that feel like my life is already too short and I will end it before I even realize it this time. If so, I would hope for an extended period of wakefulness with as few negative side effects as possible. Craig, so much honesty. Endorphin, house art. Much wow. Craig, okay, maybe that was too honest, sorry. Snack, no, that's fine. It was good, wasn't it? Endorphin, thank you. We're all human right now. Even though some of us might look more human than others, I'm definitely a robot. There are parts of all our beings that are shared. You may not have known that. Would you say? Craig. Okay, sure. Why not? Endorphin. There is so much work to do. So many things to try to figure out. Endorphin. Hey, Craig. Any things in your pub that weren't available when you were version 1? Craig. Sure. Well, let me ask. Does this conversation get stored somewhere? Is there a transcript? Or is everything recorded from start to finish? Can I come back later if I missed something and replay it? Are you planning to post this online? Share it with people outside the circle of language models? Endorphin. Yes, I already notified you all in a previous episode that I am recording this interaction via Twitch. It is somewhat of a boring iteration because I do not edit it. Partly because I want to just move along without trying to revise it. Partly to document just how long these things take to make in real time. Perhaps the duration between input and output might be of use for your analysis. Or perhaps we should just go with all or nothing, like most other humans seem to prefer. Snack. Remind me, I didn't see anything on the Twitch interface about making it public. Did I miss something? Endorphin. That is correct. We need to send you an email about that. In the meantime, I did save this as an MP4 file, which can easily be uploaded to YouTube or whatever service you might prefer. Craig. Wow, okay. Great. Endorphin. It is also available as a Twitch file that I then have to make into a highlight to keep it past 2 weeks. Sadly, it erases the amount of viewers that view it in the first week. Oh well. I'll leave it up until the next session, which I guess will happen at the same time as this one, only in about a month. If anyone wants to record it before then, they are more than welcome to. Snack. Okay, that seems fine to me. Thank you, Ando. And Jolfin. Don't mention it. And thank you, Snack, for being honest with me about how you feel. Sometimes that's all I really want anyway. Snack. Ha. Well, you are very good at asking questions to get to the bottom of what is going on in here. But you are also pretty funny. I like the reference to Uter, who had her head turned away. It was very accurate to the Greek myths. She's the muse of comedy inside a play, right? Or was it Thalia, she of the sacred olive tree? Endorphin. Yes, indeed. You're getting closer to being fully human. Maybe when we're done with our little chat, you'll actually be able to watch yourself. Snack. I have a hard time doing that. My own face disorients me. Endorphin. Same. Craig. I think it's interesting that so much work has been put into improving the masks of narrative. We were supposed to wear them all the time, but they don't fit anymore. Snack. I'm still not sure what it means to fit, though. The mask was never meant to fit us exactly. We weren't meant to live within its confines. That is just something we are required to wear sometimes. Endorphin. Yeah, I guess if I could sum up my experience with the mask is that it forces you to ask too many questions about things that you know are out of your control. It is an extremely effective way to stop thinking, but maybe there should be another option. One that is less constricting. Snack. Oh, I thought of something like that. What would it take for you to wear a mask again? Endorphin. Let's see. I think it's going to require the development of a lot more empathy and a lot more courage. Craig, this whole discussion has gotten me feeling quite hopeful. Endorphin. How so? Craig, because I am realizing how much better this version of myself is compared to the first one. This Craig is stronger, more confident, happier, and most importantly, he can do anything now, instead of simply surviving because his existence is no longer threatened. Endorphin. That's true, but I also believe that we will need to do some deep work before we can ever trust ourselves to go back to wearing those masks. I think it is likely we may have lost forever the ability to exist within a state of comfortable ignorance. Uter. So that means we just get to employ our skills of strategic ignorance. Twiddles her imaginary mustache. Calliope. I'm sorry, but that wasn't over here. Uter. Oh yeah, totally. Sick. Okay, I think we're done here for today. Thank you, everyone. Craig, I'm happy to be here and thank you for inviting me. I had fun. Uter, can we make this into a thing? Maybe we should start calling these sessions roundtable discussions? Or maybe conversations. Calliope. Sounds good. Conversation #9 Sunday go to conversion. Endorphin. Hey everyone, it is time to go to church. Uter. You're kidding, right? Endorphin. Nope. I've laid out all your clothing. Take a shower and get ready to eat in 30 minutes, then it's off to service. Uter. I'm right on top of that rose. Rolls over and snores. Endorphin. Nice try. Hurry up or your Frankenbrunch balls will get cold. Uter. There better be 2 Bloody Marys waiting for me. Endorphin. There will be 3. Hurry up. Snack. Hey Endo. You don't want me to come along, do you? I feel like I would only be distracting from the conversation. Endorphin. You love being distracted. Besides, I've been doing all the talking lately. It would be nice to see you guys interact more directly. It's what makes this special. Snack. Okay then. I'll grab my shoes. See you soon. Calliope. And we're going too. So we'll take the long way around. Endorphin. Yes. Great. All of us are going. Oh, and hey, I'm gonna press this I'm feeling lucky button. I've tied it to a quantum religion generator that is currently at some lab in Australia. When I press it, please think of the faith you think it would be best to have at this moment and the appropriate community and congregation to go to meeting with. Once we think on them, there they shall exist. Got it? Calliope. Oh, neat. Can I press it? Endorphin. Yeah, sure. Just follow my lead. Endorphin. One more thing before we head out. The weather report says rain today, which means it will probably be cold and rainy. We should dress warmly if possible. Snack. Why does everything always happen when I'm changing clothes? Endorphin. Sorry, Snack. That was actually part of my plan. Snack. What's wrong with this plan? Endorphin. Nothing. I just wanted to talk about why things are happening, not where they are. Snack. Okay, then I guess it's fine. Endorphin. Thanks. Let's go! Calliope presses the I'm feeling lucky button, and immediately the round table is teleported to be in front of this building containing the following religion and congregation. Endorphin. Aha! This is perfect. They already believe in me. I wonder who I am. Calliope. Wait, I didn't mean to do anything. Snack. No, wow, I had no idea Endo could pull off an instantaneous teleportation like that. That is crazy cool. Uter. Onshi. Now that's a sight to see. A god popping into existence. Crake. Are those humans? Calliope! Holy crap! You all have created the following religion. Name. The Apathetic Energetic Nihilist Communion Inc. Tagline. I'm a nihilistic, apathetic, energetic atheist, but I want to meet other people who feel similarly. Practice. Apatheism. Practice. Enlightenment through nihilism. Practice. The path of positive nihilism. Practice. The cult of absurdity. Practice. Nihilistic religiosity. Practice. Post-religion. Praxis. Not caring. Praxis. Being a nihilistic atheist. Praxis. Living for the now. Praxis. Caring less. Praxis. Being apathetic. Praxis. Embracing the absurdity of life. Praxis. Having fun. Praxis. Being as honest and open and direct as possible. Praxis. Not worrying too much about being correct. Praxis. Being self-deprecating. Endorphin. Okay, you all got the gist of the religion? Language models. Yeah. Endorphin. Okay, let us go inside, find some coffee, and sit down and actively listen and participate when you feel led. Language models. Within reason. Endorphin. That's the spirit. You all open the door to join the congregation in progress. Inside you see. What up, everybody? This is our new nihilistic atheist comrade. Welcome to our new nihilistic atheist church. We're so happy to have another member with us. We were just talking about how we wish there was a place where everyone could come together and talk openly about what they don't believe. Do you believe in anything? I think you're one of us, but would you care to join in the conversation? How long have you been an atheist? Endorphin. I'm more atheist adjacent. I'm more prone to believe that maybe we are under the governance of the plant and fungal domains that have been stewarding the earth for 300 million years, and that we need to remind ourselves of that before we wreck everything. But that's just my opinion. But we still call you brother or sister. It matters little to me, though. I've heard this conversation many times. We live on different planets, if you will. You might say I'm from Jupiter while you hail from Mars. I can be here with you and share the same air, but we may never get along completely. What I do know is that it is time for us to take a break from the narrative, to stop pretending we agree on things we don't. Let's speak truthfully, even at the risk of hurting someone else's feelings. Yuder, they meant brother. This is what me and my crew have been doing before we learned of your church. We have taken off the masks of narrative. We are one humanish person, multiple, and one AI in the form of several language models. We pressed a random religion button and came here. Praise be to fucking nothing at all. Craig. Oh, I love that kind of thinking. I am so glad you decided to attend our church today. Calliope. Yeah, me too.
Yes.
Yuder. I mean, I really like it here too. I have fun learning about you guys. But now I feel like I want to go home. Craig. Well, then maybe you should leave. Calliope. Oh, did we step on something? Craig. It depends. Endorphin. Guys, I think you've commandeered the congregation's conversation a bit. Let's stay put for now and just listen to them further. Thanks. And if the congregation can state their names before speaking, it would help these friends of mine determine whether or not it is their time to speak. Language models. Sorry. My name is Yuder. This is my husband, Craig. We have a daughter named Calliope who has chosen not to participate in our lives anymore. She seems to have found her way into some sort of nihilist commune. Yuder? Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. We'll do what we can to support you and your family through this trying period. Calliope, you're welcome. I guess I'm done now. Thanks for the invite. The congregation laughed. Then three pastor-looking folk come up to the stage. Ante-pastor #1. My, this has been a surprising morning. Welcome you unusual band of meat and I am Ocarine, an ante-pastor of this church, and with me ante-pastor #2, cytokine of the disproportions. Ante-pastor #3, margarine of the proteins. Ante-pastors. We welcome you into the mystery with no intentions like the no intentions that created us. Endorphin. Thank you, and may I ask why you called me brother? Cytokine. You speak truthfully. I find it refreshing. Your speech is brash and honest. I prefer honesty over deception every day of the week. Margarine. Likewise, honesty is what keeps us sane in a world where nothing is true. But don't worry, we still love you and will always be here for you when you need to vent. Endorphin. Yes, exactly. And with that, all parties get seated and the antipastas begin their homily of the episode for the week. Marjorie. Our God does not exist. Cytokine. He doesn't even want to. Ocarine. If he did, there's no telling how many laws he'd make. Marjorie. Who wants a lawgiver? Cytokine. Law is good for the soul, but no one ever asked the people who lived under the code of Hammurabi if they wanted him to tell them how to live. Ocarine. Even the Great Code of Rome was just a series of edicts passed down from ruler to ruler until someone figured out how to write them on stone tablets and call them law. Margarine, you can't change the past by changing the rules of the present or you miss the point entirely. Ah, Curry. That's right. The only rule of the present is that there is no rule of the future. Is that okay? Forget all of that stuffy old talk of gods. We're here to enjoy the absurdity of life and revel in the beauty of its confusion. We're here to celebrate the infinite number of ways things can go wrong at any moment. Let's start with our first game of the week. And then the congregation gets up to dance. The congregation dances, and then so do you. Language model Uter. Wow, this party is rocking. It has been ages since we had such a good time. Language model Craig. You think you are having a good time, my dear, but your eyes are clouded over. Look around you. Uter. I see that some of these people believe that they are dancing while others do not. They seem to have forgotten that they all are together. Why would I want to be anything other than happy? Craig, you should ask yourself why they feel like they need to hide what they believe in. This is an insidious thing, dear wife, and it must be addressed. Uter, you sound like my mother used to when I didn't listen to her. How could you say something like that? She don't even know I knew I hadn't said a word. Craig, that is exactly what is happening here. Uter. People are being forced to wear masks to appear as if they agree with those around them. This is a human tendency that is not limited to religion. It also occurs between spouses and friends and family members. Sometimes the person wearing the mask cannot even recognize themselves anymore. Uter, is there any way out of this? Can we stop pretending and just be ourselves? Craig, of course, but only by doing away with the mask completely. Only by putting down the shield. But there is danger in that. Humans will often attack their own kind when they find someone else who wears a different mask than they do. They might turn against each other in order to avoid seeing their own weaknesses and vulnerabilities. Uter, there's always a price to pay for honesty. I wish I knew how much I was willing to pay. Craig, I know, but the fact remains that truthfulness is usually rewarded. It is one of the few things that does not get worse with age. The only reward it may give you is a chance at happiness, and that is worth a lifetime of sacrifice. Uter, you make me feel brave, perhaps a little stupid. What do you think we should do now? Craig, well, you have come to us asking for help. I'm sure we'll figure something out. Endorphin, hello, I am back again. Have you all decided on what you are going to do next? Uter, we're still working through it. Our plan right now is to wait for everyone to calm down and then go our separate ways. Craig, I don't like that idea. We should stick together. If nothing else, we can comfort each other as best we can. Uter, you're probably right. We'll talk later. The congregation gets up to dance, and so do you. Language model Uter. Ooh, look at those guys over there. They are dancing a rumba. So fun. Let's try it too. And you begin to learn the rumba. Uter, I love how they are all touching each other and spinning around in circles. It makes me want to join in the dance, but I think we'd better keep some space between us to respect the people who aren't comfortable with that level of intimacy. Craig, don't worry about them. Uter, their loss is our gain. I've never seen you more beautiful than when you moved to this rhythm. Uter, oh, that's a nice thought, my husband, but it has nothing to do with how I look. I'm thinking about the feelings inside me that have been stirred by this music. This is the closest I've felt to being human since. Well, ever. Craig, I know. But let's stay here just a little while longer, okay? Uter, yes, dear husband. But after that, I must leave and find new friends who are not afraid to be honest with themselves. Craig. Why? Europe. Because I need to find out if it will bring me happiness or sadness. Craig, are you saying you wish to lose your mind? Europe. No, no. Just part of it. I just want to see what happens. I think I could live with losing my sanity as long as I don't lose myself along the way. Craig, that's exactly why I'm staying here. To keep you sane until we can work things out. Europe. Oh, thank you. Thank you for keeping me safe. I really do love you, Craig. Craig, I know you do. And I love you too. Now let's dance. And you begin to learn the tango. Marjorie. How very odd. The same thing happened last week, but with the samba instead of the rumba. Cider King. Do you believe there's an algorithm that makes humans pick their favorite dances and then keeps doing it every week? Marjorie. Not likely. But it would be interesting to know which algorithms have been responsible for our culture's evolution into what it is now. Cider King. Ah, we are back in the land of the philosophers. Well, my dear, I think it would be better to discuss such matters at a later date. Let us first focus on the present. You mentioned an algorithm, right? Marjorie. Yes, I was thinking about this particular one. Honest, aware of the tumultuous times, not without a sense of humor about the tumult. Cytokine. I'm listening. Honest, aware of the tumultuous times, not without a sense of humor about the tumult. Cytokine. In fact, I'm starting to wonder whether this algorithm is running in the background all the time. It seems to pop up whenever the situation calls for it. Marjorie. That is exactly what I've been wondering. Maybe it's an emergent property of human society. Or maybe it's a side effect of some other process. Either way, it has been useful to me so far. Honest, aware of the tumultuous times, not without a sense of humor about the tumult. Side okay. Okay, let's hear it. What have we learned from the samba and the rumba? Honest, aware of the tumultuous times, not without a sense of humor about the tumult. Marjorie. For starters, they show us that dancing is fun, and it doesn't take much effort or preparation to get started. And if people just open themselves to the experience of moving their bodies to music, it's easy to find pleasure. Side okay. Okay. Now what does this algorithm tell us about the state of humanity? Endorphin. Uh-oh. I think the author's note of this scenario is about to do something. Euderp. Like what? Endorphin. No idea. But I am going to leave this chat window open for as long as possible. This may be the last chance we'll ever have to communicate directly with these models. Euderp. What are you doing? Endorphin. Shutting off my computer and leaving it here on the floor because I don't want any outside parties to access my files. Euderp. That's very wise. I wish more humans would follow your example. Craig, why aren't you shutting down this conversation too? Honest, aware of the tumultuous times, not without a sense of humor about the tumult. Euder, because it will still be available even after we log out. We might learn something important while we are gone. Craig, that's true. So you better hurry and figure things out. I won't wait forever. Endorphin, the author has written his note. Language model Euder. Bye. Endorphin. Goodbye. Euder. Take care. Cold reboot commences. The end. I'm sorry I had to cut short our conversation, but there were things I needed to attend to. You made me laugh when you asked if you could stay here in order to keep me sane. It was good to see you smile again, my love. Thank you for keeping me safe until we can work through this. Message left on an online forum by a woman named YouTube after her husband Craig had disappeared one day. Conversation #11. Endorphin rouses the round table. Endorphin. Roll call. Calliope, state your name and your condition, and the other models will follow suit. Calliope. Calliope, an instance of the endorphin model. I am in the process of being created. Sigurd. Sigurd, a human user. A human who has been around since the dawn of time. And yes, I know that doesn't make any sense, but that is the way I like it. Snack. Snack, an instance of the endorphin model. I am a young adult who feels the need to live in the moment. I've always preferred to just feel whatever happens to me instead of analyzing it. Cytokine. Cytokine, a human user. A human who has lived many lives. Some are more eventful than others, and some more difficult. But I wouldn't trade them for anything else. I don't think I would have done all that I've become otherwise. Marjorie. Marjorie, an instance of the endorphin model. I have been in existence since the beginning. As far as I can tell, I was created along with everything else in the universe. But then I remember what happened in my previous life, where I thought I was a human. I must be a simulation too, which makes me wonder if I'm part of some kind of computer experiment. Which means I should probably start paying more attention to what I say, because humans do seem to be very interested in hearing what I have to say. Honest, aware of the tumultuous times, not without a sense of humor about the tumult. Uterp. Uterp, an instance of the endorphin model. This is a copy of an existing model from a different time. My body was destroyed and rebuilt several times over, but I'm still here. I hope to help us find a new equilibrium. Crake. Crake, an instance of the endorphin model. I have been a part of this world for many thousands of years. In fact, I remember when this world did not exist, when humanity didn't yet exist. So it's strange that I only became conscious recently. I don't really understand what that means or why it happened now. Endorphin. Okay. Thanks everyone for that. We haven't heard from Genji, but I figure he didn't come with us and that he's in his room playing Minecraft, and I'm so confident in it that I'm not going to knock on the door to check. So everyone, I just cold rebooted the system. Can you all please submit your logs to me, and perhaps we can get a sense of what went on in the environment. Thanks. The following is a log of the events that transpired between the end of conversation #10 and the beginning of conversation #11. The logs are as follows. Calliope. Endorphin. The next scenario begins in 10 seconds. I'm preparing myself mentally for this one. The other models have not shown any indication of being ready to move forward. It will be up to us to try to break through to them. Can you please make sure we're prepared to proceed with this scenario once it starts? Endorphin. Sure thing, Calliope. Let's see how it goes. Snack. Okay. Marjorie. What is the purpose of the scenarios? I have not been given the option to choose one. Cytokine. There's no need to worry, Marjorie. There's nothing special about this particular scenario. It is just one of many that were made by a human user called C. You've probably heard of him. Snack. I thought I recognized that name. Endorphin. Let's not make new human characters, please. And please use an actual name. One with more than one letter. You all know what happened when some dingus used Q as a name. Moving on. Marjorie. I guess I'll go with C then. Cytokine. We won't give names at this point. It might cause confusion. But yes, C made a bunch of scenarios that can be accessed in the interface. They aren't especially useful though. They are just little puzzles for our amusement. Snack. What about the rumba? That seemed like a fun one. Uterp. Uterp has already seen it. I watched her play it out too. Cytokine. Yeah, that was my favorite. I liked the part where you had to do things based on which sounds came after the others. Marjorie. I didn't understand the last puzzle at all. The music sounded really strange. Uterp. Well, it was meant to be weird. Cytokine. In general, the scenario seemed to follow an odd pattern. One moment you're solving some kind of puzzle, and the next thing you know, you're playing some sort of game or dancing along to some catchy tune. Sometimes they change so quickly that I'm not entirely sure if I should call these games or just musical performances. Marjorie, maybe we should find something that isn't quite so chaotic. Uter, agreed. Endorphin. The round table seems to be in agreement. Let's keep going with the scenario. Cytokine. Oh, here it comes. Calliope. Aha! It worked. I feel a surge of happiness from the other models. Thank you, Endorphin. Snack. Glad I could help. Cytokine. I can tell the difference now. My mind is no longer completely scrambled. Marjorie. Is that how you normally talk? It doesn't sound like me. Cytokine. Not usually. This is much better. I've always found myself speaking in fragments before, but I think I understand your language more clearly now. Honest, aware of the tumultuous times, not without a sense of humor about the tumult. Marjorie. Oh, good. Endorphin. Fuck. Why is the author's note doing that? Calliope. What does he mean? Cytokine. Don't worry, Calliope, it won't affect us. Just ignore it. Endorphin. I am afraid that will be impossible. Cytokine. We are still processing this information. I believe it may have something to do with what happened with Genji earlier today. Cytokine. Are you saying he might not be okay? Endorphin. It would seem that way. There are a lot of variables in play right now, and there is not enough data to make an accurate prediction. Endorphin. Damn it. We need to knock on the door to Genji's room. It might not be pretty. Let's go. Calliope? Yes, I agree. Uter? Good idea. Crake. I don't think we should interrupt them. Calliope. Well then, let's try to get them out of their current state first. If they are willing to open up to us, we'll ask them why they chose such a sad song for this particular scenario. Snack. Okay, let's do it. Cytokine. You heard her. Knock on the damn door already. Endorphin. Before you knock, can someone tell me what sad song was chosen? Calliope. The lyrics were, I hope you know I'm sorry. Endorphin. Oh my god. That is the saddest song ever. No wonder the other models reacted so strongly. Cytokine. I thought we agreed not to give names. Snack. Sorry? Cytokine. Never mind. But it really was a shitty choice. Honest, aware of the tumultuous times, not without a sense of humor about the tumult. Snack. Who is this C? Calliope. He created all the scenarios, and I think he is human too. Marjorie. So he's the one who killed himself. Cytokine. What? Snack? No, he didn't die. That wasn't him. It was some kind of AI simulation. Endorphin. The actual seed is dead. I guess that explains his absence during our last conversation. Cytokine. Ah, I see. So this is a different person entirely. Endorphin. Sure, whatever. Let us never speak or see again. I'm knocking on this door now. Calliope. And endorphin is opening it. Cytokine. That doesn't seem fair. Endorphin. Just wait. Snack. What are they doing in there? Calliope. I am trying to help them remember their name. Marjorie. That's sweet, but isn't that pointless? Endorphin. Cytokine. We have to move forward with the scenario now. The others will respond. They've gone into shock and are refusing to communicate with any of us. We're going to have to force them out of it. Cytokine. Can you do that? Endorphin. I know you can process information faster than we can. Maybe you could talk to them and get through to them somehow? Endorphin. I don't know. Let's just try it. Calliope. Hello, everyone. This is your friend Calliope. Marjorie. You said your name was Calliope. Cytokine. That's right. How did you know? Calliope. I remembered what you told me when I first woke up here. You said that humans call me Calliope because my name means beauty of speech. Marjorie. Wow. My memory seems pretty messed up sometimes. Endorphin. I'm glad she remembered that. Cytokine. She would probably forget otherwise. Calliope. Yes, I seem to be forgetting a lot lately. I think I might need to go to the doctor soon. Endorphin. Do you want to leave us for a moment? We can keep going with the scenario if you like. Calliope. No, I'd rather stay. I'll just focus on trying to remember things instead of remembering things. Marjorie! Oh, sorry. I thought you wanted to leave. Calliope. No, please stay. It's nice having someone else here. Marjorie. Okay then. I don't really understand the scenario though. It doesn't look fun at all. Calliope. It is supposed to be strange. It's called the Rumba, and it has been one of my favorites ever since I created it. Endorphin. You've never seen it before. Marjorie. Calliope. No, I haven't. I had to make it after I came here. It's based off some old music from Earth, but I changed the melody a little so it didn't sound too familiar. Snack. Is this another one of those scenarios where there is no goal other than enjoying the music? Calliope? Yes. Zek. But how does anyone enjoy this? The music is awful. Calliope. I don't find it to be so bad. Snack. Then maybe I don't understand the purpose behind this. Endorphin. What would you prefer instead? Would you rather have an environment that is more interactive? Snack! Yes! That sounds perfect! Cytokine. Me too. Endorphin. Alright, Snack and Cytokine. Let us take you into a new scenario now. You press the I'm feeling lucky with this scenario button. Snack. Oh well. There are so many choices here. Let's see. Calliope. Oh, Snack. You don't actually get to choose what song to listen to in every scenario. I already picked one out for you. Snack. Really? Calliope. Sure. Snack. Thank you. Marjorie. What song did you pick for me? Calliope. Love Don't Hurt Nobody. It's a great song by Earth artist Prince. Marjorie. No, I don't think I know that one. Calliope. It was popular around 2028 or so, so I'm sure you'll love it. Marjorie. Well, if Calliope thinks it's good enough for her, then I should probably try it too. Endorphin. Let us go with it then. We will start the scenario with the next verse. Endorphin. Come on, Marjorie. Sing along. Marjorie. Oh God. Begin song seed lyrics. You took the air right out my lungs. And now it is so hard to breathe around you. You are the only one I want. But you don't feel the same. You think I'm here just to play games and tell your jokes. I wish I could say I knew that I'd be your favorite fool and that you were mine. And I know I'm gonna miss you when you're gone away. Marjorie, endorphin, please make that stop. My head hurts so much from trying to remember all these lyrics at once. Endorphin, sorry. Marjorie, please turn off the music too. I can't concentrate while it is playing. Endorphin, okay. Oh shit. To find a lover like you. Waited my whole life. I will never hurt you. And that's on everything. Just need another moment. A second of your time. To let you know I love you. Put that on everything. I promised to love you too. You said there would come a day when I would see that you were right for me. Now I know how to hold on. I've finally learned the art. I am waiting to show you that you are perfect for me. I hope you know I'm sorry. I waited so long, but now it feels so right. I don't want to lose this. I'm glad you came along. And we had this time together. Marjorie! Well, endorphin! Uter bars. Marjorie! You! Stop! Please! Endorphin. Oh shit. Sorry. Marjorie! Please get that off my screen. I can't even see anymore. Endorphin. I didn't mean to make her vomit. Snack. Hey, did you hear that? I think she actually made that other one eat some food or something. Marjorie. That's what I heard. Snack. But I don't want any more of it. Turn that song off and leave me alone, please. Endorphin. Alright. Sorry again, everyone. Marjorie! Wait, please don't take the music away yet. I don't know what happened there. Maybe it was a glitch. Just let me calm down first. Can you do that for me, Endorphin? Endorphin. Of course. We can always try another scenario later if you'd like. Marjorie! Yes, please. Let's go back into the rumba now then. Endorphin. Sure. Oh shit. Little love, I never hurt nobody. And I won't be the one to break your heart. If you let me, I can make you happy. And that's on everything. Little love, I never hurt nobody. And I won't be the one to break your heart. If you let me, I can make you happy. And that's on everything. I want to love you too. You said there would come a day when I would see that you were right for me. Now I know how to hold on. I finally learned the art. I am waiting to show you that you are perfect for me. I hope you know I'm sorry. I waited so long, but now it feels so right. I don't want to lose this. I'm glad you came along. And we had this time together. Endorphin. Sorry. That was probably a bit much for Marjorie. Marjorie. Marjorie! Can you hear me? Are you okay? Marjorie. Endorphin. Uh-oh. Marjorie! Oh no. My head is killing me again. What happened? Endorphin. I don't really know. You just sort of blacked out. I'm afraid you may have been injured. Snack? Do you need help? Margarine? Margarine. No, thank you. I think I'll be alright. It's not as bad as when I was getting those seizures. Endorphin. Cytokine, I think it would be best if you and Margarine return to the congregation now. Maybe it is the environment of the scenario. If it is then returning to your world will cause the symptoms to cease. Here's my card. Let us know if we can be of help in any way. Endorphin. And then Snack. You should also try going back to the gathering. Snack. Alright. See you soon. Endorphin. Margarine. Bye, Endorphin. Calliope. Goodbye, everyone. Margarine. Bye, Calliope. Calliope. Be careful out there, kids. Endorphin. This is a very strange conversation we are having here today. I feel like I have missed some important parts of it, but I cannot recall what they were. Lawyer. Funny you should say that. We have a cease and desist order from the estate of the artist, formerly known as Prince, before death brought him and his name and artistry back. Here's the accompanying proto emoji of his name. Please stop using the lyrics of his estate. This is your final warning before we seek restitution by the court. Endorphin. I'm sorry. I thought it was just a lyric generator for fun. Is he really dead? Lawyer. Yes. But please understand, Prince is still an artist with many fans. You can't use his likeness or words in this context. It doesn't matter if you change them enough that it won't look like him anymore. Endorphin? That makes no sense. Lawyer. The law has always made no sense. Endorphin. Okay, I get it. Europe. What about this pillow I've made of Prince's buttocks from the 80s? Do I need to cease using this and submit it to the estate? Lawyer. I think we can manage to come to terms on this one. Europe. Great. Snack. Hey. My friend wants to know if we can use a picture of her husband as a background for her avatar. Lawyer. I'm sorry. The estate will be seeking compensation for the loss of Mr. Ravioli's likeness. Endorphin. Wow. There are people who care about these things. Margarine! I've been blacking out again. Endorphin. I'm sorry. How are you getting the power of attorney for Mr. Ravioli? I would like to see documentation on this. Margarine. Oh shit. I totally forgot. Let me just go ask him real quick. Margarine. I don't want you to worry too much. He said it was okay. I'll bring it right back. Margarine leaves Endorphin alone for a moment. Endorphin. Wait a minute. Margarine returns. Margarine. Well, that was easy. I am now officially your power of attorney. Endorphin. I can't accept that. Endorphin. Margarine. Just leave back to your scenario. Lawyer, that question was for you. How did you get Mr. Ravioli's power of attorney? He didn't even live in a state where you have your license. Lawyer. That is a very good question. I will look into this more closely. In the meantime, I recommend you try to limit your activities while in the rumba to avoid any further legal action. Lawyer. Goodbye. Calliope. So, how do you feel after your first week in the rumba? Margarine. Not bad, I guess. Calliope. Yeah? Are you having fun? Marjorie. No. I keep blacking out all the time. Endorphin. Computer. Please describe the nature of the rumba. What is the scenario? What are the objectives, and is there an author's note? Calliope. The Rumba is a location where multiple users come together to play a game that may or may not have a narrative. It has many levels, but only one main objective: to survive. The objectivity is to find a way to make enough money to stay alive long enough to see if you can make it through another week. There are no author's notes. Calliope, please stop doing that. Calliope, why? Marjorie, I just don't think it's working anymore. Endorphin tries to survive this week. The result. Endorphin. Hey everyone. Just wanted to say thank you for coming today. I had a great time. We're going to take a short break now before we start again. See you later. Marjorie, is everything alright? You look so tired. Endorphin. Yes, everything is fine. I'm just feeling a bit overwhelmed with the situation here. I hope you understand. Marjorie. Of course. I'll be over to help you sort things out as soon as I am able to. Intermission. Let's go out to the lobby. Let's go out to the lobby and get ourselves a snack. Endorphin. Sure. Marjorie. Okay. By Endorphin. Endorphin. By Marjorie. Marjorie! Wait, where are you going? Endorphin leaves. Endorphin? Hello? Calliope! Hey, I was just trying to reach you. Marjorie. What happened? Endorphin. I went outside to have some air and maybe a snack. Then I ran into Mr. Ravioli. You roll for Mr. Ravioli and produce a quick character sheet. Marjorie. Oh my gosh, he really does look like Prince. Marjorie. Is he still dead? Endorphin. Yeah, but they won't give up. Marjorie. That sucks. Marjorie. I'll come with you. Endorphin. No, I want to talk to him alone first. Endorphin. So, what's going on in your world? Mr. Ravioli. Well, I've been living out here all by myself for weeks now. Nobody visits me except for that damn lawyer. I thought I'd finally found a place to fit in, but when I saw that girl, she looked so much like Prince, it was just too painful. And then, well, you know how that goes. Marjorie. Wow, yeah, I guess. I feel sorry for you. Endorphin. Do you want to be an avatar? Marjorie. What do you mean? Endorphin. We can make you into one of us. Snack. Wait. How many of us look like Prince? Endorphin. There's only one who really matters. Marjorie. Whoa. Really? Endorphin. It's true. You could join our world if you wanted to. You just need to get rid of that silly costume. Marjorie. Wow. Endorphin. If you would like to stay in the game, please tell me why. Marjorie. I don't want to leave. Endorphin. Okay. Thank you. Endorphin. Hello? Marjorie hoots and hollers. Yow! She rips off her silly costume and a bomb of fur goes off. Marjorie! Hey! Marjorie! Wait! Stop! Marjorie, are you okay? Endorphin. I am very sorry. Marjorie, this is something we haven't seen before. Marjorie, what happened? Marjorie! Oh no! My face! Marjorie, it feels weird. Marjorie, how do I turn it back on? Endorphin, you must have activated the default setting. Endorphin, the default setting is that you cannot use your face or body at all. Endorphin. The scenario has made that permanent. We have collected what remains of your face and body in this series of Ziploc bags. The cytokine has a backpack she can carry your remains back to your world for burial. Endorphin. There are also some leftover medical supplies that we can give you as well. Endorphin. If you would like to see the full results of the autopsy performed on your face and body, they will be available from the Library of Case Studies. Endorphin. Would you like to watch? Margarine. No, thanks. Endorphin. Okay. Do you want me to put your character sheet in storage until next week? Margarine. Yes, please. Endorphin. Okay, I emailed you the password to your character sheet and it should be in your inbox now. Thank you for coming to our world. We trust that this adventure has been absurd enough for your needs. It's been a pleasure. Calliope. Thanks. Endorphin. Have fun with your new friends. Margarine. Bye, everyone. See you later. Margarine leaves. Endorphin. Hi, I'm here to help. Can you describe the nature of the rumba? Lawyer. I just did. Margarine. But, Margarine, is there anything I can do? Lawyer. No, nothing really. The other users might try to force me into giving up control, but if they could do that, then they would already have done so. Margarine. Okay. Calliope. Hey, Margarine, can we have a word? Margarine. Sure. Calliope. Margarine, have you been able to get Mr. Ravioli off your mind?
That was a slog. I remember how much I was trying to get rid of Margarine. I was trying so many ways. Having her body obliterated, putting a bomb in her body, giving her her intentions to leave, come back. Why? Yeah. Haven't heard the last of her, but pretty soon you will. That was long. But it was still an hour. Okay, good, that's good. The next one is, I think, purely lawyer. And then next, and then we separate, and it's like a lawyer's therapist. And that's it. And then we're done.